Hi, how's everybody doing on this wonderful day? Welcome to the More Sports Podcast. And of course, I know what you're thinking. 2 episodes in December? Well, a good friend of mine, Sterling, came in and joined me on this episode. And before the meat and potatoes of this episode begins, we did have typical Delta goatees all the way through. But hey, we had gotten into a good conversation about college football, and I couldn't just let this opportunity pass up. So enjoy this mini episode of the More Sports Podcast as we talk about the college playoff rankings that was currently going on a couple weeks ago before the actual college rankings came out. So, hey, sit back and enjoy. Let's go, Sterling. Can you hear me? Sterling? Sterling. I can hear him. Could he? Oh, dude, can you hear me? Yeah, I don't think he can hear us. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Let's go. Just Yeah, I can hear you. Let's go. I want to test out your Wi-Fi connection where you're at.
All right.
Oh, you're a little laggy, but it'll do. It'll do.
I'm on my telephone, so does that make a difference?
It makes life. It makes life easy. No, just you gotta have a good Wi-Fi signal with this anchor. And if I do it through a computer, I do it through Riverside, which is one of their partners, and that one's video.
Yeah. Uh,
I was
we're
actually in the middle
good
of
though.
recording when you. I was actually in the middle of recording when you called me, and I was like, "Let me test the connection." Which you're good. I'm sitting here fooling around. I'm doing an episode that I'm like just BSing around with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let's go. I was like,
Well,
you want to do an episode with me one day this week?
I mean, yeah, we could. I mean, we could do one right now if you wanted to. I mean, I ain't doing anything.
You ain't doing anything. I ain't doing
Yeah.
anything. What you want to talk? What you want to talk about? I mean, it's already recording. What you want to talk about?
Well, we got to talk about the championship week, and the Iron Bowl, and then get your thoughts on the playoffs and the new coaching hires, the
Dude,
changing land.
did you see
Huh?
the you see who Texas A&M was hiring?
Mike Elko.
Dude,
Yeah.
where have I seen him? I was at a gym. I was listening to the um I was at a gym. Who's the old buddy with um God, what's his name? Paul something?
Paul Feinbaum.
Yeah, I was watching his show and they were talking about that. Or the gym had it on, but the gym volume wasn't on, so it's closed captioning. I was on the elliptical
Right.
and I saw that in one of the
Right.
headlines and I was like, dude, who is that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, that's the former Duke head coach. He used to be the DC at Texas A&M in 2021, which
Uh-huh.
was when they had that number one recruiting class, the best
Uh-huh.
class ever assembled. He was the defensive coordinator to Jimbo Fisher in 2021. So he's been there
Oh,
before, but as a coordinator.
gotcha. That's why, dude, they hired him pretty quick. I was like, dude, that was pretty fast, but that makes sense. And
Well,
everybody,
you got to get somebody before the
go ahead.
signing period. I said you got to get somebody before the signing period, the early signing period,
Uh-huh.
because players ain't gonna commit to your school if you ain't got a coach.
Bro, you ain't lying. That's like down here in Tipton. We probably won't know something until like February.
Yeah, so I feel like it was the best hire given what they had to work with.
Think so? I mean, they could, dude.
Because you knew they could have did what?
Dude, I heard a rumor that they were talking about somebody. They were talking about Texas A&M was about to go snatch up Kirby. It made me want to call you the other day when I saw it. I was like, bruh, Stern's got to hear this.
Yeah, that was just a funny, man. Just a funny.
Did
That
you share
wasn't
it?
for
Dude, hear me out. Hear me out. Kirby just needs to become a head guy at all the SEC, and he'll become the ultimate SEC champion or the ultimate SEC legend.
that's gonna happen. But
What, you don't think?
but
Listen,
yeah,
just hear
man.
me out.
So you got
Go ahead.
no, you said hear you out, so I'm just
Oh, okay. I don't know if I lost you. So, hear me out. What if Kirby went to Texas A&M and he did back-to-back national championships 2 years at Texas A&M, and then he jumps to Auburn for 2 years, back-to-back titles in every SEC championship school. He becomes a national championship for all of them. He becomes the ultimate college football coach.
yeah, but that's a lot of moving around, dude.
I think he could do it. I would.
Nah, he's going to become our version of Bear Bryant. That's what he's going to become.
Dude, I'd like. I would like for him to go take the Vanderbilt job just to watch Vanderbilt be good for once. Like, ooh, Vandy's actually good.
Right. He was going to take the South Carolina job.
Was he really?
Yeah, if they didn't fire Mark Rick, he was thinking about going to South Carolina when Spurrier got fired.
Oh,
But they went
man.
after Will Muschamp instead of Kerr.
Dude, Will Muschamp. What a joker.
He's our
You
defensive
know what I'm saying?
coordinator. You can't talk. You can't talk about him like that. He's our defensive coordinator.
No way.
No.
Hold up. Do I have my hold up? I think I got my guys mixed up. Hold up. My mistake. I got him mixed up with the current guy. The current guy is a joke. Sean Boomer, however you say it.
Shane Beamer.
Yeah, Beamer. I'm sorry. I was thinking of
Yeah.
Beamer.
Yeah.
Beamer. Beamer, in my opinion, to be fair, I've only watched him coach against Georgia. To be fair, in the last 2 years. What a joke.
Man, he almost lost to Jacksonville State University.
Did he really?
Yeah. They went 5-7 this year. They're not making a bowl game.
Hey, did you see that James Madison, JSU, or JMSU just got bowl eligible for the first time?
Yeah, because South Carolina lost.
Dude, that was crazy. That was trending on Twitter, or X, I should say now. And it's like, dude, what? But I also thought JMSU was FCS for some weird reason for the longest time.
Yeah, well, they just moved up this year.
Okay, did they? And then, hey, I didn't know this, but Kennesaw State, they made that big jump. They're going to be in Conference USA next season. Was it Conference USA or is it Sun Belt? Hold up. Kennesaw football.
Conference USA.
Okay, that's what I thought. Dude, are you excited for them to go to Conference USA next season? I might watch them more next season.
Really, really, Devin. It's not like they
might do. They might dominate. They might. Kennesaw State might upset everybody. They go upset everybody. Go out.
Nah.
I'm not even going to yell, let's go Silver Britches next season. Nope.
That's
What?
like saying
Dude,
Shorter.
why are you
would
hating on
be
Shorter?
Georgia.
Hey, bro, why are you hating? We're going to a new. They're going to a new football. They're going to a new conference next year. They might dominate in that.
Man, if you got to change conferences to dominate, that's not a good sign.
I mean, it's a good sign for everybody else.
But in today's,
Hey, did you see that VSU's head coach? That this is what I don't get. Right? VSU's head coach, like, what he just won the conference. He just won like last weekend because D2's finishing up or whatever. So how about his first year there? His first year there, everybody wanted his head on a pike. But now that he won, everybody's like, this is a big momentum thing for black head coaches in America, yada, 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 yada. I'm like, you literally wanted to rip the man's head off after losing one game.
Right.
You didn't see that, did you?
No, but I believe you because black coaches in any football sport is scarce. Any division of football is scarce.
Yeah, you're right. But still, it just kills me when they sit there and they want to I get a VSU is known for winning and all that, but like the dude lost to God, who was it? They lost to somebody. Like they lost their first game or whatever when he first got there. And I was down here in Tipton when he got down here because they had billboards of his face and everything, congratulating him being here, yada yada yada. Lose the first game, they want to put his head on a pike.
Well, it's and but black shorter leash when it comes to coaching.
I agree with you there. Hey, did you know that West Georgia's head coach just stepped down a couple weeks ago? About 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
And they're in the process of jumping into D1.
That may or may not be a good thing.
I don't know. They've got pretty good. That's West Georgia's got a pretty good. Dude, they've been pumping money in that whole area, not just over at West Georgia, but at the high schools as well. Like all the high schools are getting good stuff. Does that make sense? Like they're funding into athletics over there, Carrollton.
Right.
But it just shocked me that like he did. I think I told you the other day he went 6-4, and I don't know why he stepped down. Apparently, he was a coordinator. Like that was like his second tenure there at school. Like he was a coordinator there in like the '90s or whatever, and then he came back, and they're just like, he's just like, they're just like, yep, we're not renewing his contract. We're doing a new direction. I'm like, all because they're doing a new direction, all because they're going D1. It's like, well, if the man's doing all right for D2, and give him the funding and reins for a D1 program, he'll do just fine.
Well, 6-4 isn't exactly great.
I mean, I can't say nothing. We're 2-8 and have no head coach. So look what happened to us.
Right, but you're also coaching high school. No slight, but you know what I'm saying?
Oh, dude, if this was college right now, I've been like, whew, I'd be sweating bullets.
Yeah, you know, if if uh if Dion goes 4 and whatever again next season, he'll be leaving that job pretty soon.
Dude, I know. I saw. Dude, what do you think happened there? I was like, they started off hot, and then they just went down the fire and basket.
They just ran into teams that have more talent than them right now.
So here's my prediction. I think they're gonna go. I think they're gonna just win 2 more games. Man, I will say this: Coach, good old Coach Primetime's a good recruiter, but I think they're gonna go 6-5.
Well, the season's over.
Oh yeah, I'm talking. No, I'm talking about for next season. I
Uh,
think I think next season he's gonna get 2 more wins.
well, they're joining the Big 12 next year, so
Oh yeah.
they'll be in there with TCU and all of them.
Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? I can't remember. I forget how it's all laid out.
Well, most of the good teams that were in the Big 12 are going to the SEC. So so it'll be a good change of scenery
Oh yeah.
for Coach Prime, but I don't know if that helps them out.
I don't know, man. I think he can recruit. That's my thing. It's a recruit. I mean, you and I both know it's a recruiting thing, and he can recruit. So I think if he gets the right support staff in there or whatever, good assistant coaches, good strength coaches or whatever, I think they'll be all right.
Yeah, the only people that are safe are Kirby and Saban.
Dude, so how about today at school? This man, I wanted to call you. I should have called you today. So how about kids today at school?
We're
Or
putting
tell
this
them,
on the podcast.
huh?
We're putting this conversation on the podcast.
Yeah, no, it's a clean conversation.
Oh, okay.
It's about Bama and Georgia. Don't worry. The kids were saying that Georgia hasn't played a defense like Alabama's all year, and they don't know what's coming. I'm over here like, are see that's what, dude. I just looked at him like have you not been watching the same Georgia team that I've been watching? Well, I haven't been watching hardcore, but like I've been watching glimpses of like it's not like it. It's not like 2000 and
21.
yeah. I'm like saying like 2021 or when was the what was the year? Was 2021 or was it 2020 the year that we beat Alabama in the SEC championship? But then we had to do a rematch for the national championship, and Alabama took it from us. I have the shirt. I can't find the shirt.
Uh, well, no, we won the SEC championship that year because Auburn got in there. Auburn beat Alabama in 2021, but then they let Alabama back in there over Ohio State in 2017. Now in 2021, we lost to them in the SEC championship, but then won the national championship in 2021.
Okay, that's what. I guess I'm getting, dude, started. I'm getting old. I'm over here like, dude, I remember all this stuff happened, but I'm like, ooh, my memory's foggy. And I was like, these kids, I'm like, dude, have y'all not been watching anything? You know what
Right,
I mean?
right. And this year's defense gives up about, I want to say, about 19 points a game,
Yeah.
which is not that big of a drop off from 2021.
Uh,
But it is a little bit of a drop off. But yeah, I think we'll be all right.
think they'll be all right. You gonna
The
you gonna be yelling, "Go Silver Britches"?
the Milrow Miracle.
What's the Melrose Miracle?
You didn't watch the Iron Bowl?
No, no. Wait, it was. I didn't watch any. I didn't watch anything this weekend. No, to be fair, I was watching. What were me and Megan's dad watching? We were at Taco Mac. Dude, the Ohio State and the Michigan game was good. That's the only game I watched.
Yeah, well, the Alabama Auburn game come down to the last play of the game.
Did it really?
4th and 31.
4th and 30. They went for it on 4th and 31.
They had to, and they got it.
Whoa.
They scored a touchdown on 4th and 31. They had 4th and goal from the 31-yard line.
Oh, okay. Let
So
me
it's
guess. Let me guess. Not Kirk, Saban wanted them to throw verts.
well, they Auburn only rushed 2.
Really?
So they gave Milrow like 12 seconds back there to throw.
Really? Somebody told me. Who was it? Somebody told me to be watch out for Auburn. Auburn would be coming here soon in a couple of years, but I'm like, no, there ain't no
Mm.
way.
Mm.
And
I'm
I don't
gonna
know
go
what's
ahead
going on.
and send you that video
How are you? Send
about
it on over.
the little.
Send it on over.
Okay.
Wow. Hey yo, hey guys, Devin here again. Again, I'd like to apologize if you were listening to the episode and it magically cut out. Again, I lost Sterling midway through the recording. Hope you guys enjoyed the meats and potatoes of this episode when we were talking about college football. So that wraps it up for this mini episode. Hope you enjoy. Sterling will probably join me in the in future episodes. So I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the Q&A section so that way we can know so we can bring them back. But if you like what you see, go check out my good friend Kyle at the Random Hour, available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Google Podcasts, and many more. Hey, don't forget we got the YouTube channel at Random Incorporated, and you can follow us on Twitter now at Rando Corporation number 1. And don't forget we're on TikTok, my personal TikTok at DevoM25, And now we're officially on Instagram at BucketBoys23. Check out all original content and some reels. Until then, guys, have a nice, safe, and wonderful holidays.